Well, hey guys, um, with my Jade vids that I've been posting up, I've been getting just great comments and feedback and people making suggestions and stuff. And I just want to take a second here. I'm going to talk about something that's pretty cool if you give me just a second here. But I just want to do a couple of little quick shout outs to the folks who have, given me great input. Like for instance, HillbillyNdaBush, pointed out something to me about this here, these two pieces down here. He said, what do you think? Are those Ulus? And you know how you can like go your whole life knowing about something, but if you never really thought about it, you don't really know that much about it. So I went ahead and I checked out what the heck Ulus really are, and oh my gosh, that's what these are. They're Ulus. Now, something about Ulus is there a knife? And I'll show you some picture here. Here's an image of a Ulu knife that I pulled off the net. Basically, it's a kind of a handle hooked onto this blade here. Here's a couple more. Kind of interesting. Few more of them. Kind of cool. Another one here. Kind of nifty. Looks like it's slate maybe. There's one, just metal, just the blade. But you see what I'm talking about here. Okay. Thanks, guys. And that got me thinking that, maybe, that kind of explains what these big guys are. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, and then Tooley-Dude89, everybody knows Sean, just an awesome guy. I really wish I could get up there and hang with him sometime. And he gave me just a killer link on the meanings of stuff, which brings up the subject of this little thing here that I'm going to get to in a minute, that was given to me by just an absolutely delightful Facebook buddy of mine named Khristy. Even though the way she spells her name gives me like a little bit of an aneurysm each time I try and tag her using it, because I never spell it right the first time. It takes me about 3 times before I can get it to pop up and tag to her. Anyway, and another person that I've got just a really special shout out to is Raindrop 52, or was that 62? I don't remember. Anyway, she gave me a link to a video by a David Anderson who's got awesome. He's a collector of of all these little charms and jade pieces and pendants and things like I've got, and he's got like at least 7 or 8 or 9 just killer informative videos. And I mean, he's done legwork and big time legwork researching these things down, and he's got really interesting stuff to say. I'll give you a link to one of his videos, and man, anyone that's remotely interested in these little jade things here, I would really highly recommend that you check him out. But now on to the actually what I'm talking about here. Okay, now here's kind of a close-up of that little thing that HillbillyNdaBush suggested might be a Ulu. Now, notice what it's got going here. It's got a fairly sharp little edge on this side here. Not really sharp enough to cut like something tough, but you could, do something soft with it. And something else about Ulus. Many of them that I looked at, I've been looking at, a lot of trying to track down pictures of, the old authentic ones. And a lot of them do not have like a knife edge down there. They're more like of a big, a scallop shell shaped like scraper kind of a thing. So, but that's what this thing here has got to be. See, the notice got the 3 holes up there for attaching some kind of a wood handle on behind it there, or wood bone something. But and I've seen them that where the handle sticks straight up above it, which is, I think, what is going on with these axes like this. And I'm not even sure they're truly axes. They might be just big kind of, elaborate scraper type tools. Because everybody worked hides. Everybody needed to cut the fleshy, fatty stuff off of the inside of a, big thick hide that they're going to take and make leather out of, because, basically leather and rawhide and that sort of stuff is, just a basic essential on every culture on earth, and, until we came up with modern fabrics and stuff. But, and then this one here, I think see, it's got holes. It's got a hole up there and a hole over there. I think this may, and it's even got like it's got a blade edge, and it's like more like a scraper edge. It's rolled like a bullnose scraper, and I swear that's what this is like a big scraping tool, for somebody pretty fancy. I don't know what, but it's definitely seen a lot of use. I mean, that edge is, taking some use. It's got use wear, little bits and chips and stuff. But isn't that kind of cool? Makes me wonder if this little axe here had some kind of like a hafted like a ulu somehow or another. This one here, they seem awful big to be pendants. Now, here's the kind of thing I would think was a pendant, but I just love these axes. I'd swear these suckers are old. I mean, I don't know, that looks pretty old to me. And some of these that I've got are really sharp. I don't happen to have the sharp ones out here right now. I keep those in a special kind of place. But, and then here's this thing. It's like an axe effigy scraper thing, except it's got a kind of a thing like that where, I don't know if you could attach a handle, ulu kind of handly thing on there or not. It's almost got the handle. I mean, that's what a lot of handles on ulus actually look like. Just something like a round stick, or a little short piece of a pole or tube or something that they just attach to the back end over here to give you a good handle on the thing, so you can use it for whatever purpose they're putting these things to. But how's that? Isn't that kind of cool? Okay, so back to this little thing here. Now, what you've got going on, I'm just going to point out the basic elements to it, and then I'm going to have an elaborate, explanation for what we're seeing here that I'm going to post in the description and in a comment on the video. And if I'm posting the video on Facebook, where a lot of people can't see the stuff that's, the comments on, like on YouTube, I'll go ahead and just place it in a comment on the Facebook page after I post the video up there. But okay, what we got here is we've got a bat, and he's descending. See, he's flying down on top of this thing here, which is a round coin with a square hole in it, which has a pretty significant meaning to them, and I'll explain all of that. I think you can see it a little bit better over here. See, yeah, that's the back side. It's just the coin with a square hole in it. And go ahead and read the little blurb that the description that's gonna be in the description of this video, the explanation that's gonna be in this video, and in the comment. And thanks everybody. Flint River, somewhere in Georgia, or one of those places where they got Coastal Plains and the Flint River. But it's what it is something that a lot of people, don't understand very well. It's an overshot flake, meaning a flake that is struck on one side of the core or blade or whatever they're working down. And the blade Clovis guys did it a lot. It travels all the way following a ridge like you see here. Goes all the way down to the other side, and then when it's getting ready to exit, it fans out and takes off, a sizable chunk of the opposite edge. And that's what this here is. It, fanned out and took a chunk off the whole side of the core. Anyway, I'm just putting it up there because it's kind of similarly shaped to Ulus. I don't know what it was. It might be just a waste flake, although I'd swear I see stuff around it that looks like they were using it as a cutter. It's got little tiny chips out of it everywhere, which some people say happens in nature. Other people say, no, that's men did that. But I'm not going to jump on that right now. That's cool, huh? Now, this is just a cool little fishy. Thought I'd just show it. I got it. It was in there for some reason, so I'm just showing it off for a second. And it actually stands. And why exactly they've got a slice underneath there, I don't know. Maybe, maybe if the surface is a little rough, then you're only hitting on two edges. Maybe that's why they've got that, but I do not know. But isn't that kind of a cool little fish? Hey guys, I'm out here in the backyard, out here by the old rock pile, getting ready to shoot a little video. Just thought I'd let everybody say hi to the rock pile. But probably been a while for a lot of us. There's my best rail matati. A couple more right down there. Those are awful hard to come by. You find about 15 of the other type of matatis for one rail matati. There's kind of a crappy one right there, but still it's matati. And there's some more. I like that oval one. Boy, I saw one out there that was just like that oval thing, but it was every bit, it was about an inch short of 4 feet long. Oh man, I wanted that one, but never got it. There's the pestle pile. It's in quite a bit of disorder at this point. Need to do something, and there's just nanos and matatis.